everybody. I'm Lisa, and this is
Hi, I'm Sam, and welcome to Agree
Disagree.
or Agree to Disagree.
Woo!
Today-
You got jazz hands on
You
that.
got jazz hands, that's right.
Or is
Yeah,
that
jazz hands.
spirit finger? No, that's jazz hands.
That's jazz
This is
hands.
spirit fingers.
I don't know what spirit fingers are.
Spirit fingers.
Need no spirit fingers crawling around my body. Today's subject. Y'all ain't gonna believe this one.
Well, first you have to say, we don't know if it's fact or fiction, but a friend of mine, is he a friend of yours too? Phil?
No, he's not a
Okay,
friend
so-
of mine.
A friend of mine, he put through
No.
this question.
No friend of mine would put something so ridiculous up there.
Go ahead and read it.
Now, this says NASA is looking for 20 people, 10 men, 10 women of childbearing age for a one-way multiple-year trip to Alpha Centauri. Interested?
Oh my gosh. Now, when I saw that post, I thought, this is perfect for agree, disagree, or agree to disagree. So,
Anyway, take it, Lisa.
Phil likes to be a shit starter. Okay, so, why would this not work? Okay. First off, look at the way the world is nowadays, okay? They're changing movies because we got to change genders and we got to change colors and we got to change political views. So when you're picking these 20 people, 10 men, 10 women, okay, do they have to be biologically men and women? And obviously, if they're going to be recreating the population, they have to be genuine men, born that way, identify that way, clear and simple men, and women who were born that way, identify as such, who can raise children, who can bear children, because how are you going to create a new population if you're all sterile, okay? So then you're going to have you A, B, C, D, E, F, G community all over your ass because you did not add them to it, okay? Then how are you going to pick them through political views? Because everybody knows I'm a conservative. I mean, no bones about that. But I have lived with liberals. I lived with the Bernie Sanders liberals, which are different than the Hillary supporters, okay? Bernie Sanders supporters, their mind says, free this, free that, free everything. Doesn't matter who pays for it.
Complete socialism.
I got into it with my roommates, the lazy group. A lot of y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to get into that. But anyway, because when President Trump was running for office, I would talk to them about it. We would, and she would say, everything should be free. We should have free schooling. We should have free education, free health care. We should have free. She just rattled it off. Free this, free that, free that. And I said, okay, now, if you're going to have free health care, who's going to pay the doctors? They're not going to be working for free. They went to school and they had to pay for it. Yeah, but if they don't have to pay for it, then they shouldn't have to worry about it. Okay, again, who's going to pay the doctors? The wealthy. Why are the wealthy going to pay for the doctors? The wealthy are the wealthy because they don't give away their money. Well, the people working. But I'm working. So now you're saying you want to sit on your ass while I work and get a paycheck, but it's okay for me to pay for you to have all this free shit because why? Because you don't want to work? I shouldn't have to work if I don't want to work. No, it doesn't work that way. Well, the government will pay for me. No, there's no such thing.
May I inject a counterpoint here?
Sure, go for it.
She mentions the wealthy. If everything was free, there wouldn't be any wealthy. And that's the point behind socialism. There is no class.
True.
Everyone is right here.
And that's the one thing she wanted. She did not want to have to work. She did not want to have to pull her weight. She wanted me to do it all.
Well, that'd be really hard to do.
So, so here's my question, okay? When you want to create a new world, you want to make sure that the people have common sense for one thing. They're thinkers for another thing. And they have the mindset for they want to help everybody, not just their damn selves. And so far, twice now that I have lived with liberals, they think about their damn selves. They don't think about everyone else. Whereas I will sacrifice what I want and what I need for somebody else. I've always done it my whole life.
I can attest to that.
Yeah, they don't. So now, are you going to have 10 men and 10 women that are conservatives? And then now you're going to have the liberals all up in arms because you didn't add liberals to it. But again, they're the ones that are changing the world to really messed up thing. And I'm trying not to be political here, but you can't not be. And then, okay, so now you've only got 20 people, 10 men and 10 women, okay? Who's going to run the ship? Are they all going to be trained to do every single position in that on that ship in case somebody dies? Are you going to start training the kids when they're 12 years old how to run the ship? How is this going to work?
Or is the ship going to be run remotely?
That's frightening in and of itself. And then what happens when, okay, so you all hook up. Oh, we're so in love. We're so in love. Love you, love you, love you too. We're going to have a kid. Oh, yes, okay. Bitch, I can't stand you. And I don't like you either. I'm going to go over there and hang out with Carl. So now you've got 2 kids over here, 2 kids over here. They're related. So these kids have to stay away from each other in the future. Otherwise, well, that's a no-no. So how are you going to make sure that there's no interbreeding, so to speak? Because otherwise, you're going to have a bunch of weirdos that are now your population. This is not going to work. There's no way.
Land on the planet, and the ship's going to open up, and if anybody happens to be on that planet, this is what they're going to see. Well, I'll be there.
So that is why I say there's no way in hell that is even going to get off the planning, because no one's ever going to be able to agree on who are the perfect people to send there. No one. And everyone is going to want to change the way it has to be. You've got to have a gay couple. Well, gay couples can't reproduce. Okay? They just can't. So, again, it's not going anywhere. What do you think?
I agree with you, but I'm going to take the scientific part of this. Number one, I believe that this is probably just a joke.
I believe so too.
Okay, it's just a joke.
He's a shit.
I haven't heard anything about it from any of my scientific community anywhere. Okay, so it's a joke. It has to be a joke, and the reason it has to be a joke is, here's some facts for you. Alpha Centauri is 4.3 light years away. That's the closest one to us. It would take, with the technology we have now, approximately 6,300 to 7,000 years to get there. That's, what, 7 generations? We don't have the technology at all. Plus, we have no idea if there's any planets within that system that are habitable. Or that may already be habitable. They may be habitated by dinosaurs. Who knows? Humans and dinosaurs don't mix. We're food. Anyway, it can't happen. It can't be done now. Okay? They'll all be dead. The people who arrive at Alpha Centauri won't remember their past. I mean, you're talking 7,000 years? Really? And a lifespan of 70 to 80 years? No, you're looking at 10 generations. Gone. Number 2, why would we choose to take something on like this if we could? At some point, and I mentioned this in the past video, we're going to have to find someplace else to go if we're still here in a couple billion years. Because it's going to become very uninhabitable on this planet. We're going to have to go someplace else. Be it Mars, one of the moons of Jupiter, Io being the popular item now because of all the liquid water that's frozen on Io. One of the moons of Jupiter. Jupiter has 11 moons.
So they want to go live on a moon?
Io is one of them. Well, it's bigger than our planet.
Oh. So why is it called a moon?
Because it's a satellite of a huge planet. You know how big Jupiter is? Jupiter's monstrous.
I don't know about any of that crap.
Yeah, well. Anyway. Supposedly, Io has the best shot of becoming habitable once the sun expands.
Oh, I was getting ready to say, okay.
Right now, no. It's just nothing but a big chunk of ice out there. Alpha Centauri? Unless you develop light speed travel and can get there in 4.3 years, then you can go cruising around the galaxy trying to find other places too. And then it comes down to, would you really want to go with just 10 men and 10 women? As we discussed with Lisa's, your genetics are going to get us so screwed up. You've got to go at least 1,000 of each. Or maybe 500 of each. You could get away with that.
At least 100.
In the last ice age, that almost wiped out mankind, they estimate that there were only 10,000 human beings left. So we are the offshoot of those 10,000. There were a few million, the ice age hit, and only 10,000 survived. Now, I don't know if it was mixed up. Was it 5,000 men and 5,000 women? I doubt that. Okay.
It's probably 7,000 women and...
So whatever, but we are the direct descendants of those that survived that ice age.
And women outnumbered the men, so...
If women outnumber men, how come I can't score?
Because most of us has given up on that shit.
No, most of you are too damn picky.
No, I gave up on it. That's
You
like
gave up on it.
Yeah.
Most of you are too damn picky.
Over 10 years.
Oh, I want a guy who's got a lot of personality, and it looks like Brad Pitt in his younger years.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, Chris Pratt. Yeah. Oh, you're such a fun guy to be around, but you're awfully fat and old and you're bald, and I don't want that. No. And I want a younger guy. I'm 45, 50 years old, and I want some young stud that can ride me all day long. That's why we can't find it. And if we do find somebody, she looks
weird.
like Hagrid.
She's weird.
Anyway, that's stupid. That's beyond the point. I
See,
apologize.
that's why I say
I apologize.
it's not
to the
a
people.
kid-friendly
But,
show.
you know, this is actually a joke. It's got to be a joke.
It's got to be, like
It's
I
got to
said,
be just a funny joke.
Phil is a shit starter. He likes to post things
And the
that
way it's
start
worded
shit.
isn't very grammatically correct. There are...
Shh. Don't say that.
It's
You
not.
might watch.
That's not grammatically correct, Phil, if you're watching this or you stole it from somebody. NASA looking. Well, that should be NASA is looking for 20 people, 10 men and women
I think
of childbearing age for a one-way multiple-year trip to Alpha Centauri.
he did that so that it kept it blown up. You know how when you put it in there and you add too many words, it gets smaller.
That's only on Facebook.
Right. That's where this was. Facebook.
Oh, yeah, but that might not be a Facebook meme.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a background. The laughing, yeah. It's not a meme.
Yeah, but you can find that laughing background in a lot of places.
Yeah,
you
but-
can take it and then you can go to image flip and make it as big or as small as you want it with as many words as you want in there.
I copied
Anyway.
that straight off his post.
That's not the argument. The argument is, could we go to Alpha Centauri? No, not now. Certainly not now. Not in my lifetime, your lifetime, our children's lifetime, or probably even our grandchildren's lifetime. The science behind faster than light or even sublight travel, we don't have it. It's not there. We aren't even close. We are right now 1/27,000th the speed of light. That's the fastest a manned ship can go right now. Our satellites can go faster, but they don't carry anybody. They just carry equipment and little maybe HALs on there. Who knows?
Now,
how are you going to feed them for 7,000 years? They're going to have to grow their own food. So much logistics is just...
it'll be like Passenger, the way they did it with the
And cryosleep?
Well, yeah, they did do that.
Cryosleep, where they put you in cryogenic hibernation
And then they woke
for
him
7,000 years, and then they wake you up.
They woke him up because there was an issue.
We don't have that technology either, contrary to the people who say Walt Disney is frozen. He isn't. Anyway.
Well,
I disagree with this, but like I said, it's a joke. It's got to be a joke.
now there's this. NASA plans self-contained space colony, and that's what they were planning on using. Having people live in this instead of on the planet.
Do you have any idea? We don't even have the beginnings of the science to build it.
Why wouldn't we?
We have a space station which can only habitate for about 6 months, and then they got to change people.
Well, yeah, it's close to Earth, as you see, but...
That's ridiculous.
see, look.
Anything...
The next really big thing is to build a well, this is from Musk. Never mind, that's from Musk. Okay, this one. As NASA ventures further into the cosmos, the astronaut experience will change. In preparation for the real-life challenges of future missions to Mars, NASA will study how highly motivated individuals respond under the rigor of long-duration, ground-based simulation. The simulated mission will have 4 crew members live in a small 3D printed module that simulates the real-world environment of a Mars living space, challenging the crew members to deal with resource limitations, equipment failure, communication delays, and other environmental stressors.
That's great.
So they are trying to do that for Mars.
You build something like that, okay? We don't have the technology to do it yet, but you build something like that. Are you saying that it's going to be on Earth and the people are just going to live in it and to simulate Mars, or is it going to be out in space?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Okay, it doesn't say. But that's probably what they would do, is they would build a habitat out in the desert somewhere to simulate the Mars environment to see how it would work. What would happen to the people? Would they go, or would they be able to successfully do it? It's irrelevant if you're going to take that and put it in orbit. As you know, you've got to find a place where millions of people, not just a few thousand, can live.
Yeah.
Unless that Billionaires Boys Club wants to out the earth and leave, which would be fine because that would solve a lot of problems here.
Yeah.
Anyway, now, I don't think anything's going to come of any of this, because in the next year and a half, maybe 2, there aren't going to be many of us left if things keep going the way they are.
Yeah, fucking virus mutation.
I'm not even talking about viruses. I'm talking about nuclear war. We're this close, and you think
nukes on one side and viruses on the other side, and we're stuck in the middle.
And the new Billionaire Boys Club, they already got all their underground shelters set up, so yeah, they're going to go live the good life until the earth settles down, and they're going to come out and have nobody to rule.
And why are we letting them do that?
Because they run the show.
It's bullshit.
They do. They run the whole show.
I know they do. I said that's bullshit.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That shouldn't be.
I was not born to be somebody's slave for them to go with my puppet strings. Come on, you need to go work. You need to make some more money so we can spend some more money.
They don't want you to be their slave. They want you to die.
They want me first to work so that they can afford all this shit.
They want you to die. Yeah. No, they want you to die. They want to decrease the population of the world by a few billion.
Well, let's see. They said that
because it's too crowded right now, and there's no place for us to go, and the only thing that we can do is kill you people.
And what did Steve say? It was 80% kill ratio. The new virus they're working on.
We'll discuss that in another video.
Well, I survived the first one, motherfucker. So bring it on.
Then they'll be knocking on the door wanting to talk to you. Because they want to find out what is it in your body that's so resistant to this virus that
I'll be like, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. You don't want to know. Don't piss me off. So
I will bring my people down from
Planet where? Quaalude?
Planet Quaalude. In the Orion system. Mm-hmm. That's where she's from.
See my halo?
Halos have nothing to do with Planet Quaalude.
I have a halo that I got from it. See it? It's
you
shiny.
You have a shiny halo from Hope.
Hope did my hair again, in case y'all can't tell. Yeah, she did a
Looks
good job.
very nice. She does a good job.
She does. She does a great job.
$4 million.
It wasn't that bad.
See this? $13.
I have more hair.
See this? $13. You can not have hair. You can go to my barber and he'll fix you just like me.
I like mine. No, thank you. She does a great job. So anyway, anything else we want to add?
Not at this point. This is like I said, it's a joke. It's ridiculous. It's a joke. That's how bad. I mean, you could have at least done something that's plausible. But this? Come on now.
It was still fun.
Well, it was fun, but
I mean, as soon as I
anybody
saw
with
it,
any common sense whatsoever is going to read this and go, hey, boy, people don't have anything better to do than to put crap like this on the internet.
Yeah, like I said, if there's so many reasons why that would not work.
Oh, my God.
So many.
And like I said, how do you know that Alpha Centauri has a habitable planet? You don't. We'd first need to send some satellites out there and find out. Some, like Voyager and things like that. Send them out there.
Not to mention, okay, so you start off with 10 men and 10 women. You know they're going to be having children. How big is this thing going to be?
And you're not going to take any animals with you. What if you get to an inhabitable planet that is completely barren of any life forms, but is able to support life? You're just going to have people on it? No animals?
Bring a cow with you, maybe? A couple of cows?
Where's my burgers? I need burger. I need a couple cows. I need some chickens.
Now, there you go.
Pigs.
If you add cows and bulls so that you can make
for
sure you keep
7,000
reproducing,
years,
then you're going to have liberals screaming about cow farts.
And we have no idea just how reproduction works in space. It may not work like it does here because of the lack of gravity.
Oh, yeah. You mean actually getting pregnant or giving birth?
Both. How does the lack of gravity affect the sperm's ability to fertilize the egg, and what happens when the egg does fertilize and there's lack of gravity, and what happens if you give birth? I mean, you may give birth to a xenomorph or something. Out of your chest. Who knows? We don't know.
You're like, what did you say was in your family tree?
It's interesting that they haven't tried that yet. And all the time that we've been in space, now there will be those who say, we're not in space. We've never been in space. We've never gone to space. Okay, yeah, and Earth's only 6,000 years old. Alrighty then. Anyway, that's it for today.
Yeah.
That's a short one, but there wasn't much to discuss on that one.
No, it was fun too. Got a little heated, I guess I did, but There's no way it's going to work. So we agree on that topic.
We completely
Totally
agree
independently. Yes.
that that's just it's
Not
not
gonna
gonna work.
Not gonna work.
Nope, nope, nope.
But we got to thank Phil for the question because it was awesome. Thank you,
Yep.
Phil.
Thank you, Phil. We appreciate it.
That-
Give us something to do.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. And so Lisa, what do you think we should talk about next time?
I don't know. I guess I'll have to just keep scoping out the Facebook. Y'all start putting some really interesting posts out there for me.
I think next time we should hit the mother load of questions.
Oh no, I'm afraid to ask.
That being God and religion.
Oh. I'm good with that.
Agree or disagree or agree to disagree.
And you better be careful. Remember, I told you I don't want you interfering with my karma. You're in the same lifeboat that I am. Don't be poking holes in our lifeboat.
There's sharks in this water.
That's why I said you better not be poking holes in this lifeboat.
They don't care. You be in the shark come up and they eat you, lifeboat and all.
Not to hear the marine experts talk. They don't like us. Unless it's a rogue
Right.
shark.
Right. You drop me in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and I will put money on the fact that I won't last very long because of sharks if I last from hypothermia.
I agree. But no, I don't think we should use that topic.
You don't.
No, not right away. Maybe later. Maybe later.
All right. Fine. And you come up with one.
You know my faith. I wear it on my chest all the time. I will. Like I said, y'all post some stuff on Facebook and whatnot, interesting things, and we'll do our next question.
Or leave it up to us. And suffer.
That could be dangerous.
Anyway, Beatles. Fab. Gear.
Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go play my Planet Coaster. I'm creating my haunted park.
I got up. It was still dark this morning.
Tell them what you went to go get and what happened.
I went to go get our Christmas tree.
Christmas in July, remember. Christmas in July. Anyway, go ahead.
I finally said, enough with the little tiny half tree that we have. Okay. We've used it. It was Mom's little tree that she used when she was alone for 6 years. It was all she had, and she wasn't really into it anymore. I can't blame her. But I finally this year, I don't know why, I don't, but I am extremely, extremely Christmassy this year. I really want to maybe not go all out because we can't decorate the house outside or anything like that.
But we can inside.
We can inside. So I want to get a good tree with lights, ornaments, tinsel, the whole 9 yards.
Can't open up any of the Christmas presents until Christmas,
Till
but we know what they
We know
are.
what they are. Well, you don't know what everything is.
He's cheating.
Trust me, it won't be a Hickory Farms box. It will be something you will like, something you will use, definitely.
I got it because of the salami.
It's gonna be a bag of donuts.
No, it won't. They killed me.
Then keep your hands out of my donuts.
I haven't touched your donuts. Not for weeks.
But you do.
Not for weeks.
Well, there's not many left. Just cookies.
Nope.
They need your Hot Pockets, huh?
Anyway, keep going.
And I decided that today I got paid. Like you, Uncle Sam. I got paid. So I would go and I would get the Christmas tree. I already found the one I wanted. It was from Sam's Club. We looked at it the other day. We both
pretty.
agreed that it's very pretty. It's very nice. It is 7.5 feet. We have an 8-foot ceiling. So we're not going to be able to put the angel on top. But it's a nice Christmas tree. I figured she wanted to buy it when we were there. So why don't we just get it now? And I finally decided that I would go early this morning. were premium members, so I was able to get in at 8 o'clock this morning. Nobody was there. Plus, I had to get a few other things. Honey barbecue chicken.
My chicken.
And I would get it. So I go in and I show my card, and I'm happy. And I'm going down there. And I'm going down there. And I see the tree decorated. Yeah, there it is. And I turn the corner, and there aren't any. They were gone. Well, a young man came around the corner. He was doing some stuff. And I said, you guys have any more of these back there? I figured, they were just going to restock. And he laughed. He said, no. He said, we all out of them. He said, we are expecting another shipment of these on Wednesday.
Should have listened to me.
And he said, we do have these. And they were 7 foot. They were the slim ones, though. And I looked at it, and I changed the lights, and it has the multicolored lights like I want. And I thought, for close to half the price, really. And I thought, yeah, maybe I'll get this one. So I texted her. She was working. And she said, nope. You get what you want.
Don't
get
settle.
the one you want. Don't settle. I don't care. But no, that's the one you want. I like it. I think it's pretty. Wait till Wednesday, and we'll go Wednesday night after I get off work, and we'll get it. I was like, yeah, okay. So I didn't get my Christmas tree yet.
But the point
Now, I won't
is,
put it up.
so he
She
says.
laughs.
So he says he's been listening to Christmas music
That's
since
different.
July.
I have no ornamentation for it. Just the lights that
It
are
doesn't
on
mean
it.
you're not gonna buy it.
No, I'll buy it,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to put it up.
So he says.
Well, I might have to just to make sure it works.
So he says. But
I'm feeling attacked here.
the fact of the matter is, there's a lot of people out there anxious to put up their Christmas trees.
Apparently, I figured nobody's buying Christmas trees yet.
I told you to get it.
Now, all the other ones that they had, the 9-footers, the smaller ones, the ones that are flocked. Oh, I have to tell you about Mark's. That they had lots of those. This particular one that I wanted, no, they were sold out. Bastards. Anyway, I went to Mark's. You know I went to Mark's. I happened to walk down that aisle, and I saw out over in the distance Christmas trees. Well, let's see what they have. Push the cart down there. They had 2 Christmas trees. One was maybe 4 foot, maybe. The other one was 7. This was the poorest excuse for a Christmas tree that I've seen since Charlie Brown's Christmas. And it was fake. It was horrible. It was just absolutely horrible. There weren't enough branches on this thing to close off anywhere.
Oh my God.
You could see completely through the aisles and everything. It was awful. There were gaps in there this big. It was disgusting. I was like, okay, forget that. So, we will be going Wednesday night after Lisa gets off work. And we'll be picking it up. That's all we're going to buy, so we'll buy it, we'll bring it home. I think we should probably park the truck right in the front, bring it into the front.
Yeah.
It'll be the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, it will be.
It's a nice tree, and we'll take pictures of it when we get it up. Maybe this weekend. I have to test it.
See?
If it's not working, it's like all our other Christmas presents. I'm praying that they work, because we're not going to open them till Christmas, and we've bought them already. And
Yeah,
we
but
passed their
remember-
return date.
Nah, because all you gotta do is say got it for a Christmas present. They'll let you replace it for the same amount. You know, the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's always a special at the Christmas time. So, but anyway,
Anyway,
That's our topic.
that's our topic for today. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you tune in again when who knows what we'll talk about.
When we agree
Disagree.
or agree to disagree. Bye.
Good night.